Hello, and welcome to the first episode of my new Better Than Buildcraft Let's Play series. I'm going to be starting a fresh world. Let's call it Better Than Buildcraft Let's Play. So in this series, I'm going to be using the Better Than Buildcraft mod, obviously, and that's going to be the only mod I'm using. So what this mod is, it is a combination of Better Than Wolves with the Buildcraft mod. Not sure if you know, this mod by default comes with what's known as hardcore bucket mode enabled. So what that means is I can no longer move source blocks with a bucket, so I can no longer relocate any water or lava, which adds quite a lot of difficulty when it comes to automating machinery, but that has been overcome by using things implemented in this mod such as pumps and spouts, so you can move water around. So yeah, the plan for this Let's Play is going to be just progress as far as I can. I've never really played using the Buildcraft mod at all, so that's going to be a new learning curve for me. This Let's Play, is going to be aimed at people who are new to Better Than Buildcraft, as I'm completely new to it, but not new to Better Than Wolves. I've already done a Better Than Wolves series that ended due to frustration, really, with a quite large explosion. But I had progressed, I'd made steel, I'd made my anvil, but I hadn't moved on to making detector blocks and the other complicated contraptions you can make using the anvil. So I'm going to save that for this Let's Play, because they're going to go in well with being able to build pipes, because that makes automation a lot easier. So, obvious requirements for this Let's Play is going to be I'm going to have to find a really good place to live, because water is going to be a big problem. So I'm going to need to be near a very large lake, preferably an ocean, possibly a river. I'm not sure how the water supply in rivers, how long that will last. Being located near a desert would be good, because there are oil wells in this mod. That's added by Buildcraft, so you can pump the oil into refineries and turn it into fuel to power engines. But I know it all sounds a bit complicated, and I don't really know what it's about either. But you use engines to move items through pumps, but that's not the only thing. There are machines in this mod, the Buildcraft side of this mod, that can do automated mining and quarrying and even building. You can make like templates. You can build a little house, save it to a template, and then have buildings recreate it for you, and you can do some complicated stuff. But so there's some nice exposed iron ore there. I should probably make the most of that. I'm going to try keep this Let's Play as interesting as possible. So I know it's nice with the Let's Play to see everything someone does, but with a mod like this that can take a very long time. So I'm going to keep it to the interesting bits only. So I'll probably kind of do it as I'm building something. I'll try do it step by step. So I'll build for a little while, come back to it, explain what I've done, build for a little while, come back to it, kind of do it as like a little montage like that, rather than just go at it and record it all and you be sitting there for half an hour watching me build something, and also me just build it and then you expect to know how it's been put together. I find that a bit confusing. Because I'm new to this mod myself, this is going to be aimed at beginners that have never really put Buildcraft and Better Than Wolves together. But obviously this is not aimed at people who've never played Better Than Wolves, or people that have never played Minecraft, because otherwise you haven't got a clue what I'm doing. So this cave's looking good, so I'm going to ransack this cave for all the coal and iron that I can, and get a good supply going of resources, and then looking to going on a nomadic quest to find somewhere to live. That's perfect. This wood is quite nice, obviously, because wolves, so I might be able to find some wolves before I move out, but I'm going to want to find a nice place near a desert for oil, near a sea for water, preferably with some high up lakes to begin with before I can pump water, so that I can make some aqueducts and have some water management. But I'm going to get into all of that. So that's it for the introduction. When I come back, I won't have progressed to the first stage of Better Than Wolves. I'm not starting growing hemp yet, but I will have hopefully a decent amount of iron, coal, maybe even possibly redstone diamond, but we'll see what this cave leads to. So, catch up in a bit. Well, I've cleared out that cave now, set up a little temporary base. I'm just getting ready to move out now. The sun is just rising. Show you the spoils quickly. I've got a whole stack of obsidian, so I was lucky enough to find 3 diamonds. I've got my diamond pick. I've got a couple of stacks of coal, decent amount of iron, gold, redstone, lazuli, some leather, some assorted mob drops, got some slime balls, got a little bit of stone and wood for construction. So I'm now ready to venture forth and try to find the perfect place to live. So yeah, the sun should just be rising over somewhere. Can't remember which way. It's east at the moment. But yeah, I'm gonna try to find a cool place to live now. I have been on a little explore earlier. I did find a jungle. I think the jungle was, I don't know. I'm gonna head north though, because I'm not. Jungle's cool, but perfect combination of ocean and desert and everything is more important. So I am gonna head off north, and I will update if I find any new biomes or bump into any wolves on my travels through the woods. So yeah, back in a sec. Well, I think I've found where we're going to live. So first off, I found, it's not an oil well in such, because they actually squirt out the ground, but this is a little oil patch, I guess. So not a lot of oil here, but that is used in a Buildcraft mod to make fuel quite high up. We've got a swamp biome just there. We've got a snowy pine forest just there, which is lovely. We have an ocean, or large lakey, rivery thing going on around here, with some epic hills. Over in this direction, we have a large swamp, and a little bit over there is a large woodland area, so that'd be where I can get my wolves and all the wood I can ever wish for. Now that hill does look quite cool. I might have to live in that hill, or at least explore it. There's a cool little sand island here that I could possibly live on, but not as cool as that mountain. And there is a big ass jungle just here, kind of merging into a swamp there, so you've got some funky coloured jungle trees, but this is a big jungle. So yeah, it seems like the perfect place to live. I've got all the biomes I could wish for, neatly wrapped around this desert. All the wood, all the sand where I need. So yeah, this will be the place I set up base. But before I do so, I might just have to explore that epic looking mountain, because that could be a cool place to live. So, back in a sec. Alright, I think I'm going to have to live here now. This is awesome. The sun's just going down, so that's the desert behind me with my jungle, oil's just over there, snow biome, swamp, forest. But then there's this lovely opened area here. Lots of little caves going off the side that I haven't explored yet. That will be providing many a resource, I can imagine. So that's always great to have lots of places to go explore. And it also has another level up there. You can kind of walk around the outside. I'll quickly show you it. But no, this is a lovely place to live. I'm quite looking forward to building a base inside and around and on top of this hill. There's also some crazy mountains going on in the distance, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it in this video, but there's a waterfall just there, halfway up that adjacent mountain, so that could be useful. I could divert that water source over to my mountain and use that for quite a lot of machinery and farming, because like I said, with the hardcore bucket mode I cannot move water blocks from where there's source water blocks at all. So if I want to irrigate my farm, I'm going to have to channel some water down and do some good old fashioned irrigation. I can't just magically suck up water and move it from one place to another. So yeah, there's some waterfalls there I can divert. Some nice views from up here. It's a nice looking little sandy bay. So yeah, I think this is what I shall call home. So I will try and find my way back down this mountain safely. without killing myself, and set up a little base, and I'll be back when I've got my shit together, and it'll probably be a montage of the creation of my first hemp farm. It's probably going to be the first port call for this base. So see you in a bit. I'm just going to quickly set up a temporary hemp farm because yeah, I'm not going to be able to build it anywhere cool yet because I can't pump water around. I can't build light blocks, so it's got to be outside in the open. So I'm just going to build it here. I'm still going to have it semi-automated just because I might as well do stuff cool if I've got the time to do it. So I'll make up some pistons. But yeah, I'm just going to place that here. So I'll kind of do a quick montage as I build it. So yeah, here we go. Well, there we have my semi-automated hemp farm. It's not pretty. I threw it together quite quickly, but it's going to be temporary because once I can move water about, I'm going to build light blocks. Obviously, I'm going to want my hemp production inside somewhere safe because this is a bit exposed. I might put some sort of perimeter fence around it to stop any creepers blowing up my lovely hemp. This is exactly the same as how my semi-automated hemp farm worked in my Better Than Wolves Let's Play that I did previously, but I'll quickly run through it just in case you haven't watched that. At the moment there's no collection point, I just stand there and collect it. So I have a line of 8 hemp growing down each side, and a block above that I have 8 pistons down each side ready to harvest the top piece of hemp only, and then a line of glass panels down the middle so that the hemp will fall, hit the glass panels, land into the water and not fly over to the other side. I also have a glass front because sometimes bits of hemp can just fall down to here rather than into the water, and that's less important now as I'm going to be standing here harvesting it, but it would be more important if I say had a hopper here ready to collect for then transported elsewhere. So yeah, very simple. Pressure plate with redstone running down to these blocks which are adjacent to the pistons. So once you stand on the pressure plate, all the pistons extend and they'll knock off all the top bits of hemp, and then I can just stand here and collect it all and then be on my business. So yeah, I'll be using a very similar design when I actually get my hemp processing plant up and running, but there'll be a hopper here and there'll be light blocks, and that water will either have to come from an elaborate aqueduct, or once I've got engines and I can pump water up to the top of the mountain and then run an aqueduct system from there. So yeah, I think that might be it for this episode, first episode. We've got where our ground base is slowly going to be built. I'm contemplating whether or not to leave this hollow or actually put in separate floors and actually turn this into one giant structure, which could be cool. But yeah, so once, as you may or may not know, hemp takes a very long time to grow, so it's going to take a while before I've got enough to build a windmill, and then I'll either put it up top of my base, or I could always put it in the desert biome, because in the desert biome obviously there's no rain or thunderstorms, so I don't have to worry about high winds disrupting my mechanical power production, which is very useful for, say, when I've got a hopper, you know, processing ground netherrack. I want that hopper to always be powered, just to avoid horrendous consequences. So I might actually just pop my windmill over there and I can always build a bridge across. But yeah, so that's it for the first episode. So yeah, next episode I will be building my hand cranks and hopefully my windmill. And then I guess I'll have a run through because I'll have my first lot of mechanical power, so I'll be able to take you through the first engine available from the Buildcraft mod, the mechanical power engine, which requires continuous mechanical power from, say, a windmill or a water wheel, and has the ability to pump items and water about. So we'll have a play with that next time. So thanks for watching this first episode, and I'll see you later. Bye.